Morning. This is Momma, and it's about 6:30 in the morning. On last night, I finished doing some things in my bedroom. I've been trying to redecorate my bedroom. I've been purchasing some carpet and trying to match my curtains and lampshades with a new comforter. And I've literally, yesterday, I seemed like in the last couple of days and yesterday, I drove from the far southwest of town to the far northwest of town, which is about 20 miles of traveling. And I've been spending a lot of time taking comforters out of the manufacturing packaging, putting them on the bed, giving myself time enough to look at it, go make a decision. Is it going to work? Have to fold it neatly back up, put it in the manufacturing package. And by 8:30 last night, I was just exhausted and tired of the comforters that I was purchasing. They were just not working, and I decided to try a quilt. When I got the quilt home, it was about almost 8 o'clock. I had to take it out of the packaging, put it on the bed. By the time I got it on the bed, walked around the house and went back to look at it, I was just tired of the exchanges. And I frankly just wanted to go to bed. I just wanted to settle for it, even though I didn't like it. But then I thought, I asked myself the question, are you going to settle for this because you're tired and it would be easier for you to just lay down and go to sleep? Are you going to settle for this quilt that you really do not like? And so I made the decision to take the time out to neatly fold it back, put it back into the packaging neatly, and return it along with some pillows to the store. By the time I got home, it was 9:30 before I settled in, and 10 before I went to sleep because I had been running all day this morning. I normally get up about 4:30. I did not want to get up. I really wanted to lay in bed, but I made the decision to get up and to come over to my son's house where most of the time I care for Urias. And I could have made the choice to tell him to bring Urias to me later on, but I didn't. And they are gone to work even now. So I did what I had to do. Thank God it's a new day. And what I wanted to talk to you about was what I experienced myself with the quilts is making hard choices. And life will present you, if not daily, with a decision to make a hard choice. And you have to decide, if you make the choice and you put forth the effort, is it worth that to you? And it's not always an easy thing to make hard choices. It's not easy, and it can be difficult because most of the time hard choices, they they require effort on your part to do them, and sometimes that effort is not always easy. Sometimes it can be very hard. Hard choices, it's like trying times or difficulties. No matter where you are, no matter your social status, no matter what you look like or what your age is, life will present you with hard choices. And I'm talking about the hard choices that oftentimes deal with addictions, drug addictions, alcohol addictions, uh, choices to move or to stay in a particular environment, choices about changing jobs or changing a vocation or even changing a relationship. Those can be hard choices. And you have to determine whether the consequences of what your hard choice is it good for you? Is this thing good for you? Is it good for you to stop smoking? Is it good for you to stop drinking? Is it beneficial to you to stop to change your environment, to change your friends? Is it good for you to get out of a hostile relationship where and to leave something that is abuse? And abuse, it's not just something that can be done to women. Women can be abusive as well to men. And sometimes people just they get accustomed to abuse, especially when the abuse is not physical. A person can get accustomed to someone that is putting them down or constantly badgering them. The word says, and this is particularly for men, and I always focus on men because that's what my children are. I have 5 sons, so said a man would rather stay on a rooftop than in a home with a contentious woman. And so sometimes we just have to weigh the pros and cons. We have to weigh the positive benefits of a situation and make the hard decision to get out of that situation, whether it is to change friendships or to change an intimate relationship or to change an environment. You have to know if it's worth the effort to you. And then you decide, you sometimes you'll come up with a plan and decide. You have to give yourself the opportunity to think about what you want, to think about your condition, to think about your environment and make a decision of whether you want that to change, whether you want your, are you willing to change jobs? Changing jobs is not always an easy thing, especially when you're accustomed to working in a place. Changing careers can be difficult. Making a choice to leave a state, make a new living arrangement. Those are all difficult choices. Deciding to change a friend after having a friend for a long period of time, that's a difficult choice. And you have to, sometimes when you make difficult choices, and you try the hard things, sometimes you struggle with those. And I don't want you to feel guilty when you struggle with something. Someone else might look at you and say, "Oh, they're not really trying to change," but they don't know. Only God can judge the heart and intentions of a person. You give yourself the freedom, be free from guilt, to try to change. And if you fail, don't go into despair. Just keep on trying because God understands. Don't ever let anyone tell you that God does not understand. He understands even our addictions, even when we are in a bad situation. And addictions, especially drug addictions, can make us be in terrible situations. But God, He is so full of grace and so full of mercy that He understands us totally and completely. Why do you think that when the woman was pouring the oil on his feet, and the Pharisees, or those that didn't have any problem, said if he knew what manner of woman she was, then he would have a different thought or a different feeling. But he did know what manner of person that she was. And sometimes what we do, it does not always allow people to know what is in our hearts. So, with saying all of that, I want you to not be afraid to make the hard choice. Do not be afraid to make the effort. Do not be afraid to make the plan. And if you fail, just start again, because the word says God's mercies are new every morning. And so it's a new day. Get some new mercy and try. It will be worth it to do the hard thing. Okay, that's it for this morning. I hope I have said something that will help you and encourage you. And you have a blessed day. Okay, bye bye.